Hey everybody, so coming to you today with a cycle update. I am cycle day 1, unfortunately, cycle 26, unfortunately. AF made her grand entrance this afternoon and she didn't do it without putting me through hell. My last update was 9 DPO. I did a live pregnancy test and I explained, some of my symptoms and things that were going on with my temps. If you watch the video, I obviously tested 10, 11, and 12 DPO and they were all negative, but the thing different about this cycle was that I have 12-day little phases, and I've also been temping. This is my first month temping, so I didn't really truly expect to get a whole lot of information out of temping this cycle, but I was optimistic and I just stare at it constantly, trying to find a pattern, trying to determine when I ovulated, and hopefully it gets easier in the following months and I can kind of see a trend in my temps. But like I said, the thing that was different about this cycle was that usually at 12 DPO, which is the last day of my cycle, I spot in the evening, and this is just like clockwork. It happens every single cycle, same day, same time. I always spot a little bit, and then by the next morning it's full force, and that's my cycle day 1. Well, 12 DPO came, which was Monday, I think. Yes, Monday. And there was no spotting. My cervix was still high. I wasn't cramping. I wasn't having any symptoms. I wasn't having any pregnancy symptoms either. My test was negative. My temps seemed like they were still elevated, and so I kind of got excited. But then I also kind of told myself, don't get excited. You probably just miscalculated. And so the next day, which would have been cycle day 1, nothing. No spotting, no AF, negative test. And I got even more excited because my temps still seemed to be elevated. And I, in the back of my mind, I was, nervous and excited and thinking that it could possibly be it. But then now that I have been trying for so long, I've kind of put up a wall and I don't get like I used to get. Every cycle used to be exciting. Every cycle I used to think that I was pregnant no matter what happened. I always had hope, and you kind of, I don't know about everyone else, but I've kind of lost that excitement in trying to conceive. It's almost just kind of like another job. I track my symptoms. I know where I'm at in my cycle. We're responsible. We're adamant. We baby dance when we're supposed to, when we have fun with it. But I no longer am putting that extra stress on me by, researching nonstop, every symptom. I've had every symptom that you could possibly think of related to AF or pregnancy, and I've gotten excited about every single one of them at one time or another. And once you've had them all, you know by now that the symptoms that some people say, I had that and that's how I knew I was pregnant. I've had it and I wasn't pregnant, so I no longer try to get excited. But seeing how my luteal phases have been 12 days long for forever now, and my cycles for the past 6 months haven't been over 26 to 27 days long. So here I am. I was on cycle day 26. Then yesterday, which was Tuesday, AF didn't come. There was no sign of her, no spotting, no symptoms. And I was cycle day 27, and that got me even more excited. So today, which I thought was cycle day 28, my temps were still elevated. I didn't have a test, so I couldn't test this morning, but I wasn't spotting, I wasn't bleeding, nothing was happening. So I did kind of get excited today, and I was, couldn't wait to like get up and around and get dressed and go to the store and get a test. And I was trying to do a hold, and she showed up. So, she's keeping me on my toes and keeping things exciting, not letting me get bored. But I just wanted to, I guess, give everybody an update on that and just kind of talk about some other things. We're going tomorrow to finally do a semen analysis. I'm not quite sure how much he wants me to share with you guys. I mean, I know I'm letting you guys into my personal life, but I haven't been letting you into his personal life, and I don't know that he wants to share that with anyone. So I think that it's not uncommon. All of you that are following me are trying to conceive, and I'm sure all of you have either already been through this step or are going to be going through this step, so it's not like something foreign or weird that we're doing. I'm sure it feels that way to him, but I think what I'll do is I'll keep all the details to a minimum, and I'll basically just say it was good or it was bad and leave it at that. I honestly am not expecting anything bad, especially since I already know that there's so many things going on with me. I think that if, you know, I didn't have PCOS and I didn't have the insulin resistance and I didn't have all these crazy cycles, and if I hadn't have already had a miscarriage and, you know, none of these things had happened, or I didn't know about myself, I think maybe I would suspect that it might have been him. The first start of the cycle, I said I was going to kind of change my diet and the things that I was eating, and I have. Am I proud of myself? No. Have I been doing a great job? No. Have I been doing, you know, the bare minimum? Yes. I'm not really doing it to lose weight. I'm doing it to kind of get my my sugars in check, and I know that losing weight is going to help, and I know that sometimes that's all you need, that little boost of, you know, weight loss, and you kind of get your cycles back on track. I'm not saying that works for everybody, but I don't think at this point it'll hurt. And just in case I do end up seeing a specialist that's all they're concerned about is my weight, I hope that isn't the issue, but if I do come to that, I want to be able to say, hey, I've lost some weight and I have been watching my sugars, and I am, you know, making an effort to that, and so they can focus on the things that haven't been focused on. There's a lot of tests that I have kind of a list of like everything that I can do, you know, that's within my budget, that's within our means, what's within our capabilities. And I think I have just about every option on there for trying to conceive, except IVF and adoption, because that's just not something that we can afford. But, you know, I know that there's a whole array of tests that have not been done on me. I've had, you know, the basic blood work. I've had ultrasounds, and nothing really truly has been found that says, you know, you can't have kids, or this is why you're not having kids. I would love to, you know, have my tubes checked. I have no idea if those are blocked or not. I mean, I have never had like the, I know that they can do a test of your like vagina and uterus to see if the pH is okay, if it's, you know, being hostile to sperm or your eggs. I wouldn't mind having that test done either. And then there's the sperm analysis, which we're working on. I would really love to try acupuncture. I know they have a fertility tea. I know they have specific fertility vitamins, like Vitex and Fertility. And there's meditation, there's massage, there's IUI, there's soft cups, I have a whole list of things that, you know, have more to do than we have done. Okay, so I kind of ranted and blobbered on and kept saying and looking off camera, and then I had an issue with my memory card, so it kind of worked out because I would have edited all of that out anyway. What I did want to include in this was that I did ask everyone when I was recording if they would want to share where they were at in their trying to conceive journey. I would like to know where everybody's at and what cycle they're on. and what struggles that they have been having. And if you don't want to share all of that, if you could at least just share with me what cycle you're on. I follow a lot of you that are following me, and we're all on the same journey. And then I know that there are some of you that are following me and don't have a channel. So everybody, even if you are recording your journey, I would love for you to comment below and let me know what cycle you are on. I feel like it'll be kind of something fun to know, and see how many other people that are in the same place as me, and maybe I can relate to a couple more people than I am right now. I thank everybody for watching, and if you are interested in my journey and all of the things to come, go ahead and just subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, I don't mind answering any of them, no matter how personal. So please comment below whatever you're thinking and whatever you would like to know. And just, you don't have to say much. Just let me know what cycle you're on. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and tons of baby dust to everyone.